I'm here on the rooftop of the HGTV Green Home, and while it's a great place to hang out, it's also a living roof. Now, as a builder, a project like this may be a little new to you, so I'm here with Pat Hogan, who installed this. Pat, tell me what a builder needs to know to install a rooftop garden like this.
Okay, well, your first consideration is going to be waterproofing. So this obviously is a space that we're going to use, but we need to make sure that the house is protected. So what we did was start with the concrete patio deck, which is also maybe a little different than a normal deck situation. Prepped the concrete and started with our rubber roofing membrane that was installed. In this case, we chose American Hydrotech, which is a rubberized asphalt membrane. It's heated up to an almost liquid viscous form and then spread out, and then when it hardens, it actually congeals into a rubber sort of a skin on the building. So it's a very tough membrane and a good thing to put under something like this, because you can imagine that it's difficult to get back in and re-access if there's ever a problem with the membrane. So the first step is to make sure it's good and waterproof.
So Pat, so then you've laid the membrane, and next out here at least go the pavers, which are placed right on top of that.
Yes, sir, that's right.
So this is pretty clear, but behind me has a little more going on. So tell me step by step and layer by layer, after you've got the membrane down, what goes right here?
Okay, so the pavers here have divided the planted area. So inside of there, it's actually a few inches lower than this paver level that we're standing on. So at the very bottom of that, we've placed this. This is a component that's designed to both to retain water and to drain water. So it's got kind of a dual role here. You can see these little cups actually fill up with water,
right.
and then at the point when those cups are full, it'll begin to flow towards this drain at the front. So we have this mat underneath the entire bed. Then on top of that, there's actually a fabric that's specific job is just to filter, to act as a filter and make sure that this soil does not end up in these little cups and that they remain free to gain water and pass it on.
Okay, so we have layer 1 and then layer 2, which is filtering the water to keep the soil out of the drainage system.
Correct. And then on top of that, we just simply come here with the growing media, which is a little bit different than traditional soil. It's designed to be a bit lighter weight, so there's some expanded clays and things in there that you may not find at the ground level. But basically, from that point, it's landscaping.
All right. Once you installed the system and you know how it works, tell me what you can plant up here.
Well, that's where it gets pretty exciting, because I mean, once we've determined our soil depth, then a landscape architect is going to be able to give you a plant selection, and there's probably a whole number of things that you can plant. And really, the only limiting factor is again the depth of that soil, which is going to affect the weight. So you need to know that ahead of time so that you can prepare the structure to hold it.
This is all very interesting. One thing that's also good and green about it is it's a wonderful use of unused space.
Well, that's something very exciting. I mean, especially in a tight lot line situation. I mean, this makes a nice amenity and a nice place that people can come and it's just a very different feel than being on your ground level patio sandwiched between two houses. So it's something I think people will enjoy as an option.
From the rooftop of the HGTV Green Home, I'm Jack Thomason.